you know bread is older than the pyramids? Here's the story. Let's take a journey back in time, about 14,000 years ago, to the ancient region of the Fertile Crescent, which stretches across modern-day Iraq, Syria, Lebanon, Israel, and Jordan. This is where the earliest evidence of bread making was discovered. Imagine early humans transitioning from a nomadic lifestyle to settling down, discovering that wild grains could be ground into flour. They mixed it with water, shaped it into flat cakes, and cooked it over fire. This simple act of combining ingredients marked a significant turning point in human history. Fast forward to around 10,000 BCE, and we find ourselves in a world where bread is becoming a staple food. Archaeologists unearthed remnants of charred flatbreads in a site called 𝐒𝐤𝐤𝐞, which suggests that these early bakers were experimenting with different grains, including barley and wheat. This was not just food, it was a symbol of community and culture. Bread was often shared during rituals and gatherings, bringing people together in a way that still resonates today. As civilizations developed, so did the art of bread making. By 3000 BCE, in ancient Egypt, bread had become a vital part of daily life. The Egyptians were among the first to master the fermentation process, allowing dough to rise and creating the fluffy loaves we're familiar with today. They even had a goddess of grain and bread, named Demeter, who was revered for her gifts. Imagine the bustling bakeries of ancient Egypt, where the aroma of freshly baked bread filled the air and loaves were offered to the gods as a sign of gratitude. But it doesn't stop there. The Greeks and Romans took bread making to new heights. The Greeks introduced the use of sourdough, while the Romans perfected the art of milling and baking, leading to the establishment of large-scale bakeries. Bread became a symbol of wealth and status, with different types of bread available for the rich and the poor. The Romans even had a saying, "Bread and circuses," highlighting how essential bread was to their society. As we move into the Middle Ages, bread continued to evolve. In Europe, the introduction of windmills and watermills revolutionized flour production, making bread more accessible to the masses. Different regions developed their unique styles, from the crusty baguettes of France to the hearty rye breads of Germany. Bread was no longer just a food. It was a reflection of local culture and tradition. Today, bread is still a fundamental part of our diets, with countless variations around the world. From sourdough to ciabatta, each loaf tells a story of its own, rooted in history and shaped by the hands of countless bakers over millennia. So next time you take a bite of your favorite bread, remember, you're not just enjoying a delicious food. You're partaking in a tradition that spans thousands of years, connecting you to ancient civilizations and the very essence of human ingenuity. Bread truly is a remarkable testament to our shared history.